Aloha everyone, this is Chesapeake Movie Thoughts, and I just came back from the movies just now. I went out to see Coco, the Pixar movie, today. I was a little concerned about this movie. I actually wasn't sure I was going to go out and see this one, because there had been very little marketing. Well, it's not none, I saw some, but not much of a push, not much hype out for this movie, which is very, very unusual for any Disney or Pixar animated film. And I wondered if that was a bad sign, that there just didn't seem to be much being put out there. Like they weren't investing much in the marketing, and I don't know why they did that, because the movie is really good. So I was worried about nothing. The movie is top notch. The movie is about it's about a family. The main character's name is Miguel, and he's a little boy, and his great-grandmother's name is Coco. And when Coco was just a little child, her father ran out on the family to pursue a dream of becoming a world-famous musician. And as a result, Coco's mother banned music from the family from that point on. And then every generation that followed has followed suit. The music is completely forbidden in this family. But Miguel wants nothing more than to be a musician and to play music. And so on the Day of the Dead, this of course takes place in Mexico, where they celebrate the Day of the Dead. And on the Day of the Dead, Miguel defies his family and goes out to perform in a talent competition. And I don't want to get into spoilers. I don't want to give too much away, but in the course of doing so, he ends up triggering a curse, which places him in the land of the dead, while still being alive, but in the land of the dead, where he meets the family members that have passed before him, and he learns that to break this curse and return to the land of the living, all he needs to do is get the blessing of a family member. But the family member's blessing can come with conditions, and the family members that he meets on the other side are only willing to give their blessing for him to go back, as long as it comes with the condition that he never play music again. As this forbidden music forbidden was deeply ingrained in the family, and so he runs away from his family to find the great-great-grandfather that ran out to become a musician. He goes to find him to get his blessing so that he can return and still become a musician himself. And he has to do so before the Day of the Dead, before sunrise, at the end of the Day of the Dead, or he'll be trapped there forever. The animation quality is absolutely top-notch. Even for Pixar, which is always top of the line. It's always the best in animation by far, and this is top-notch even for them. This is extremely well done animation, extremely expressive animation in particular this time. And the music, since music is a big part of the story, the music is all very good. I really enjoyed all the music. It set the right tone. The Land of the Dead looks like a theme park. And, well, since this Land of the Dead was created by Disney, well, I guess that makes sense. But, yeah, it was, the movie, there was a lot of fun, but a lot of heart to the movie. Some twists, some of which you may see coming, some of which you may not. It's very reminiscent, of course, of The Sound of Music, with the premise of a family that has forbidden music. But it's kind of a Sound of Music kind of story with some very weird twists to it. And it's a work of art, as all of these Disney or Pixar animated films are. They are a work of art, and it's enriching to see them. I love animation as an art form. I appreciate it as I would any other movie, as a form of entertainment. But on top of that, there's another layer when you go to see a just high quality animated film like this, of appreciating it as a work of art. Visual art, even more so than storytelling art. It's a work of visual art, and I really enjoyed it for that. So I recommend it. I recommend it highly. Don't let, if you haven't seen any marketing for it, or not much marketing for it, or you haven't there's not been very little hype, very little to get you excited about this movie. Don't let that stand in your way. This is well worth seeing. And it's an experience, and one I recommend. Alright, like, comment, subscribe, and that's a wrap.